All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, Apparition. Hello, Jess. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, last time, YouTube decided for no odd reason just to say, you know what, Collider? I'm going to freaking Thanos snap your stream out of existence. For no goddamn reason. Hello, OA. Thankfully, I saved the link and I was able to make an appeal because they literally vanished it from my channel. I would have had no way to access it if I hadn't saved the link from the seriously. YouTube Thanos snapped my fucking stream. I can't believe that. Like, what the actual fuck is going on here? And just I was thankfully able to submit that appeal, and they saw right away that it was wrong. And what really matters is that they put it back. I just anyway, last time, my god, that was some nightmarish shining type shit that Natsumi went through, where her mother went on a psychotic rampage, killed her father, was trying to kill her, and knocked out, hopefully not killed, Akira. And then, Natsumi ended up killing her own mother. I can't even... My god. Because, she was about to kill her, so it's totally in self-defense, And now, apparently, she's waking up and supposedly... we're supposed to assume it was all a dream. But I seriously doubt that. I seriously doubt that. Because if we're following horror tropes, there's no way that was just a dream. So, yep, that's it. Let's get back into it.
I'm sweaty and sticky.
I looked at my pajamas and they seemed to be drenched with water. This might have been the first time in my life I experienced a night sweat like this. The sheets were damp too. It was a little uncomfortable. Mom will have to wash these sheets, and I'll have to dry off the bed. By the way, we should be able to finish the main story of Someutsushi today, although we're going to have to wait one more stream to do the all-cast review and the police case file. And so, yeah, next Someutsushi should be the final one for it. I got off the bed and tossed the blanket to my desk and yanked the sheet off. There was a huge stain on top of the thin mattress, so I folded it into quarters, intending to wash it too.
But I wonder if it will dry by the end of the day.
Since we have a large washer, we can even wash futons. Wow, jeez. That really must be a large washer. But when it comes to drying it off, that depends on the weather. I thought that while walking towards the window, then opened it. Oh boy. A refreshing morning breeze blew in. The sun was not too high, but it was shining bright. I tilted my head back and looked up at the sky. There were only a few scattered clouds. It looked like today would be a nice day. So for now, I didn't need to worry about the laundry.
This feels nice.
The break of dawn had already passed, but I think this was the first time in a long time that I woke up this early. I'm always making preparations for the next day late at night while listening to the radio, so I habitually stay in bed until the last minute in the morning. Even so, I went to school on Monday morning feeling half asleep, but somehow my head was clear today and I didn't feel sleepy at all. Oh god, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. Well, back in Higurashi, nobody was there would wake me up, so I was never awake to see this. Enough of that. I murmured that while shaking my head, then sighed. That's right. I've thrown away my ties to Yamizawa, so it doesn't matter what happened in the past. I'll forget everything, cast off the shackles. I'll live as a person from this city. And I'll study more and more. Like the other city people, I'll fight with the people around me and narrowly pull ahead of them. I'll do my best to get into the same university as Akira-kun. That may be impossible. It might be too late now. No, that's what other selfish people arbitrarily decided. I won't accept that nonsense anymore. I'll believe in myself and earn my own happiness right here. Definitely. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting here. So that disturbing Hinamizawa doesn't matter anymore. No matter who asks, no matter what the question is, they'll never find out. I'm a resident of this town, Natsumi Kimiyoshi. No, I'll throw away the Kimiyoshi last name too. I'm Natsumi, that's all. That alone is enough. Well, she's already probably wanting to marry Akira, so she can pretty much do that. From now on, I want everyone, even Akira-kun, to call me Natsumi. By doing that, I can throw away everything tying me to Inamizawa. And I can live happily in this town.
そうだ、アキラくん。
Oh god. I'm just waiting for it.
That's right, Akira-kun.
I suddenly recalled the previous day. The date. During our precious date, I became sick and Akira-kun brought me back here. When I head to school, I'll apologize right away. And next time, I'll be the one to invite him on a date. Damn, girl, you going forward. All right. I'll wear more beautiful, fashionable clothes. Yeah, we'll check out the shops selling delicious food on that day. That sounds wonderful. I'll thoroughly prepare myself. I'll do my absolute best to make Akira-kun happy. Oh my god. Then surely Akira-kun will acknowledge me. I'm pretty sure he's already acknowledged you. He confessed to you, remember? He will love me more and more.
よし。All right.
Feeling fired up, I energetically nodded. Everything begins here. A new story of me trying my best. Trying your best is a very interesting phrase to use in context of Higurashi. I'm just waiting.
All right then. あれ?
What's that? Here we go. I opened the door to my room holding the futon and the sheet. But as soon as I entered the hallway by the stairs, I sensed a strange presence in the air, running along my neck. I wondered what this heavy air meant. And it smelled fishy. Oh god, it's rotting corpses, I bet. You could say it smelled like a beast. Oh god. Suddenly, my nightmare from a little while ago came back to my mind. I sternly shook it off and stepped forward down the hallway. I'm overthinking this. My dream a little while ago was really shocking. It must be still haunting me. Right, it's impossible, isn't it? My whole family was killed and I was the sole survivor. You think that if my whole family was murdered, I'd be caught up in it too, right? I would have been... It's because you're the last survivor, Natsumi. I would have been stabbed or strangled in my sleep. I should have been killed while I was unconscious. But I'm still alive. I'm doing laundry and I'm still alive. If that's the case, isn't that proof that nothing happened? Wouldn't that be the case? Not if you're the last survivor. Also, even though I occasionally hear about these sorts of evil incidents on TV, they can't happen frequently. It would have happened to someone very unlucky in a house somewhere in the city, far from my house, completely unrelated to me. So really, it couldn't have happened around me. It definitely couldn't happen. Oh, God. They say that a murder is the kind of thing that happens around you only once in a lifetime. Well, I already experienced an incident like that, so these things shouldn't happen to me anymore. The possibility of it happening twice in one lifetime is almost zero, right? Say it. Someone, please say it so. Please promise me that these strange things will never happen to me again. Oh, God. My heart was violently shaking, harshly striking my chest from inside. My throat tightened painfully, and my trachea narrowed, until only a weak breath could come out. Oh my God, Jess. I gotta read Jess's statement. There's no point crying when there's watching to do. When I look downstairs, it makes me glad I'm not you. And the laundry gets done, and the people aren't having any fun. Because believe me, I am still alive. I can't sing. Still, I stepped hard and walked down the hallway, reinvigorating my distant senses. Finally, I reached the stairs, and slowly, placing careful pressure into the soles of my feet, I made my way downstairs one step at a time. Oh, God. Tap. Tap, tap. Pat. Tap, tap, tap. Pat, pat, pat. Here we go. That's strange. That's really strange. Oh, God. Hanyu! Didn't you go to the next world already? By now with Rika. Jeez Louise. After my footsteps. Why do I hear another set of footsteps? There's nobody on the second floor right now. There shouldn't be. Mom should be preparing the morning breakfast. And this is the time when Dad watches the morning news in the living room downstairs. And of course, Grandma never takes the stairs, so she must be on the first floor. Tap, pat, tap, tap, pat, pat. Then what are these footsteps? Whose footsteps are they? Also, those footsteps! They sound like they're stepping on gum or a sticky liquid, and they're following me. What are they? And then, behind me, I felt the heavy presence of a person. Who is it? Tap, pat. The fear felt like it was crushing my entire body. Unable to handle the anxiety, I stopped and left my legs in place. That's it. It's right behind me, following me. I stayed silent, however. I sensed a faint breathing right behind me. Don't turn around. Even if I turn around, it's pointless, because there's nothing behind me. Nobody's there. Right. Hey, isn't that the case? A shiver ran down my back. The cold sweat that ought to have run out once again oozed out and slid down my cold skin. The backs of my ears were burning hot. Then, just beside my neck, I felt the air move in a way that couldn't be the wind. Pat. That footstep definitely reached my ears. The presence approaching me from behind went silent again. It stopped. What can I do? What should I do? That's simple. I should turn around. Turn around and check. Oh, God. But there's nothing there, squeezing at my heart. That's it. This is my normal, everyday life. Then, turn around. Look clearly at where it should be. and see that nothing is there.
No.
What am I afraid of? There's nothing behind me. Nobody's there. Just look at it and make sure. Look, it's simple, isn't it? I can just step my shoulder and turn my neck to look back. It's easy.
No.
Look back. Don't make me say it over and over. Turn around right away. Then I'll see. Come on, look quickly. Look. Oh God, these thoughts are My body moved away as if I was repelled. Stepping in that direction, my foot slipped on the stairs and I fell down. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, God. Thank God for that. Fortunately, it wasn't too high up and the futon I was carrying cushioned my landing. So I reached the first floor, just slightly striking my knees.
Oh, God. Well, at least this day can't get any worse.
I breathed a sigh of relief. What a good idea, I told myself. Yes, I bitterly laughed at my timidness. Then I picked up the drop futon, opened the sliding door leading to the living room, and stepped inside. What is this? What is this? What on earth does this mean? Oh my God. The noxious smell that had accumulated in that sealed space flew through the doorway. I inhaled it. It filled my throat and made me vomit on the spot. Even though it was already morning, neither the lights nor the TV were on. The room was dark. I fucking knew it! How did she get back to bed? Pieces of furniture, cloth, or something were scattered across the room. With the sound of a slap, something sprang to mind. And on the floor, I saw the shadows of two people in unnatural poses with their limbs sprawled out, like they were rolling around. Oh God, it's her parents. Returning to myself, I ran over to one of them and touched their shoulder. This is a bad joke! This is a terrible dream! Mom and Dad are both doing this just to surprise me! Oh God! So when I get closer and look at her face, surely Mom will... The moment I turned toward her, I caught a glimpse of Mom's eyes. But her pupils were hidden under her eyelids, looking at me, with blood vessels bursting from the whites of her eyes. I had no strength left in my legs. My stomach shrank back, and just then I felt a warmth oozing from within the palm of my hand. When I suddenly raised my hand up and held it in front of my eyes, from my hand to my elbow it was stained with dark, murky red blood. Screaming, shouting, crying, panicking, opening my eyes wide, I placed my hand against the wall and pushed hard to lift my upper body. Oh God. However, my arms gave out and I slipped and fell on onto my shoulder right in front of Dad's face. You know what this means, though? Akira is alive! If she didn't see his body, Akira is alive! Oh God. breathtaking, burning scream burst from the back of my throat. When my voice stopped coming out, I crawled on all fours to the other side of my room and rolled through the exit into the next room. While my wavy, distorted field of vision narrowed on the brink of losing consciousness, I clearly saw the figure of Grandma sitting quietly in the corner of the room in front of the altar. What? That can't be true. That's gotta be an illusion. Grandma seemed to be offering prayers to the altar of Yoshito-sama, seeking relief from this hell stained in a sea of blood. Even though it was difficult to breathe with all the pain in my throat, I called out to Grandma, but if my voice didn't reach her ears, Grandma continued praying without reacting. Help! Grandma, help me! Grandma, what you've been saying, I believe it! Non, I'll pray to Yoshida-sama with all my heart! I won't talk about Hinami-sama anymore! I promise! So please forgive me already! Please, just do it! Grandma! Help! Me! Then, as soon as I shook her shoulder... What the fuck?! So they died in a different way. It really was a dream. But they died in a different way. Oh my god. Her head came loose and fell to the ground. Hello T, welcome to the stream. What does this mean? What's happening here? Is it because I wished for this back then? The curse came from me because I abandoned Hinamizawa and denied everything? Wrong. That's wrong! This is what I wanted! I jumped out of the room in a trance, ran to the door at the entrance, and clung to the doorknob. I fumbled with the lock. Clutter, 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 clutter. What? Open! The lock is undone. It's unlocked. But why would it open? Bang, 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 bang. Open! Open up! I need to get out of here! Help! Open! Open, open! Even when I shouted, even when I screamed, even when I cried and begged, the door stood firm and would not let me out. And then... Pat. Pat, Pat. It's coming. It's getting closer. That thing is going to catch me. And take me out of here, just like everyone else, to pull me apart and grind me into pieces. My God. Imagine how scary this would be if you read this before the answer arcs. This is probably the most horror Higurashi has ever been. Really. I love this arc. And I am actually sad that I didn't read it when I was reading the question arcs, although then I wouldn't have gotten to stream it for you guys, but god damn. My mind would have gone nuts with theories. Take me out of here just like everyone else, to pull me apart and grind me into pieces. No, I don't want any of this. I'm sorry. Someone forgive me! Pat. Someone. And that was the chapter. Was it too much to ask, YouTube, that you let the stream go on for 25 more minutes? So I could actually finish the goddamn chapter. And now here is the final chapter of Someutsushi. Not counting the epilogue and the police case file and the you know, whatchamacallit, all cast review. On the rooftop after school when everyone was gone, Akira was standing alone, looking outward. So he actually wasn't involved. That really was a dream, but everyone still died in just a different way. The light of the sun dyed the ground a deep red, and the cityscape was visible on the horizon. You know what? Maybe she was having reading Steiner of a different timeline. That could have very well happened in another timeline. The light of the sun dyed the ground a deep red, and the cityscape was visible on the horizon. He caught a glimpse of the students coming back from club activities. It was the usual, gentle after-school scene, but it looked sad, perhaps reflecting the feelings in Akira's heart. Suddenly, he turned to look over his shoulder at the bench behind him. Until last week, that was a favorite spot for the girl who liked him. He thought the scenery from this high vantage point seemed unusual, while looking down on the bench where he used to have fun during lunch with Chisato and the others. Gathered around her, Akira's childhood friends talked and laughed. The girl in his memory was spinning around while laughing, changing facial expressions between anger and astonishment. Break time was always full of cheer and laughter. But she might never sit in that seat again. Akira, you better make up your mind. Do you like Chisato or Natsumi? Because you confessed to Natsumi. It came from the teacher's mouth, so it seemed reliable. Chisato was going to lead the school. With bitter tears on her face, Akira overheard it during lunch break last week. Oh my god. So this is a week later. Like, seriously, that's something you just have to get away from. I couldn't imagine. The story of the tragedy at Natsumi's house spread through the entire school immediately after it occurred. At the same time, Hinami's own heritage was proven in the worst possible way. Due to the widespread TV coverage, people started talking about the incident. The students inconsiderately began speculating and spreading rumors, senseless rumors. The most damaged people, driven by their own remorse, were Akira's two childhood friends. Oh god! Oh god, Chisato, don't blame yourself! Oh god. Wow, that really made me If I could have been stronger for that girl! Wow. Damn, that was some good acting. That Chisato's voice actor is amazing. Jeez. She was unable to finish saying that, but Akira saw Chisato raise her voice like that for the first time in his life. She was usually an optimist, acting like there was nothing wrong, nothing to worry about. But even Akira knew how passionate she was. Chisato always composed herself as a strong girl who wouldn't show tears in public, so the impact of this was immeasurable. Chisato was bleeding with tears as she cried out non-stop, spilling onto Tomoko and Akira. Seriously, apparition. Both of them. Yeah, Natsumi's as well, definitely. I was the one closest to Natsumi! That girl was over at Awazawa! I get myself out and shut myself in! When she needed my help the most, I couldn't do anything to help her! Even though I claim to be a friend, I didn't do anything to support him! What kind of friend is that?! It's not your fault, Chisato. I didn't do anything either. Nothing. Chisato and Tomoko both continued blaming themselves and spilling tears. And Akira, even though he wasn't crying, felt the same way. Everyone was in a position to help Natsumi. He certainly didn't know how to help, but there should have been something he could have done for her. He didn't do it, and the regret and self-loathing he felt about what he couldn't do felt endless, non-stop. Oh God, Chisato! I'm sorry. I know. Oh, hey, yes, she actually said it. I love that girl. Like to your friend or a best friend, it's hard to put into words. The first time I met Natsumi. Oh, sorry. Jeez. It's the first time I met Natsumi. It felt like she was born again. We were two peas in a pod. Oh my God. She didn't need to tell anyone. Akira could remember. That girl was always following Chisato around with an innocent smile on her face. What a lovely girl. Of course, Chisato was always doting on her. It was pretty cute, but she was young and inflexible. That girl tried to work hard. She did her best. And Chisato clenched her hand while thinking about this chapter of her life had come to a close before she even finished school. So in that regard, Chisato, you... I know that! I know I'm satisfied!
何のつながりもないことくらい私だって100も承知だしおかしな話だよ
That girl and Natsumi are different people. I'm 100% certain they have no connection. It's all a funny story.
でも私は力になってあげたかったんだ。
So she likes another girl before Natsumi, who Natsumi reminded her of. That's why she glommed onto her so much. But I wanted to help her.
地方から来て知り合いも頼りもない子が私を頼ってくれたら。
She came from a small town with no friends, had nobody to depend on. She could depend on me.
それだけで私
For they alone.
そうだね。
Yeah.
私だって。
Me too. Even I. She sat it through her usual persona and started crying. And Tomoko couldn't say anything. She could only be kind, supportive, and offer a hug. And then, while her eyes were red, she hoarsely sobbed. Seeing that, Akira could only watch. Since that day, Chisato and Tomoko hadn't spoken much. Every time they saw each other's faces, it reminded them of Natsumi. Those thoughts naturally put them at a distance.
俺はどうすればよかったんだろう。
I wonder what it could have done. Suddenly, Akira asked himself a vague question. Considering Natsumi's circumstances, maybe they should have distanced her from her family as soon as possible. Or perhaps he should have spent more time with her, stayed together with her all day when she got caught up in this crisis, to protect her. Trying to imagine such a scenario in his head, it amounted to nothing in reality. Come on, Berncastle! Please, throw us a bone! You gotta have him reading Steiner this in the next world. There was no way he could have done something like that. Natsumi's misfortune happened in a place close to her. There was very little room for other people like Akira to be involved. On the contrary, it seemed arrogantly overreaching to think that picture. Even so, Akira clenched his jaw while scratching his hair to relieve the irritating, helpless feeling encroaching on his entire body. Wow, this line in the context of the whole When They Cry series. He was truly helpless. Against a god that meddles in a person's fate on a whim. He couldn't do anything by himself, and it filled him with endless anger. That day, even though he saw how abnormal Natsumi was acting, Akira decided on his own that she was just physically ill, and sent her home without asking anything. It would be rather rude to pry about the state of a girl's body, wouldn't it? Yes, that's what he assumed. Don't lie, Akira Todo. In reality, you were concerned that if you said something insensitive, Natsumi would reject you, right? That's laughable. You were scared. You just didn't want to give Natsumi a bad impression if your thoughts got through to her. By doing nothing, you avoid the risk of making a mistake. Isn't that so? In his head, someone with Akira's face laughed while saying that to him. Wearing a hateful expression, Akira's clenched fist trembled wildly. It was a fact right on the mark. You know what? I really want to see more from Akira's perspective in Kageboshi. Besides, at that time, there was a sign. Natsumi stubbornly tried to keep Akira away from her home. No, she didn't want him to see it. And Akira, remembering the rumors about her, but unwilling to get deeply involved, parted there without hesitation. If at that time he had forced her to go to a park and offered friendly encouragement, she may have been confused or disliked the intrusion. But if he could have heard Natsumi's concerns, maybe there alone, that miserable night could have been avoided.
それじゃあ日曜日は任せた。
Well then, we'll handle it Sunday.
しっかり夏美のために働いてこいよ。
Let's work hard for Natsuma's sake, okay?
じゃあね、アキラちゃん。
See ya, Akira-chan.
夏美のことよろしくね。
Thanks for helping Natsumi. Both Chisato and Tamako entrusted Natsumi to Akira. Both of them believed Akira could do it.
Kimiyoshi. Natsumi.
Natsumi. Kimiyoshi. To release the stagnation in his heart, he gently asked for purity and peace by muttering the name of the person he was thinking about. This reminds me a lot of the first episode of Yu Yu Hakusho, which, no matter how many times I've seen it, just still makes me tear up. And the sensation that he wanted to see her face again erupted from the back of his heart, leaving a pain in his chest. He wanted to meet Natsumi. To meet her again and talk. And if that happened, for her sake, this time he would... Clang. Just then, Akira heard the sound of a door opening and looked back casually. And then he froze. Huh? What?! Standing there was the person he wanted to see. It was Natsumi.
Kimiyoshi. Natsumi.
Kimi! Natsumi!
よかった。
Good.
まだいたんだね、東堂くん。
You're still alright, Todo-kun.
After saying that, Natsumi looked down with an expression of hesitation, squeezing the knob with her fingertips. There was a small tremble in her delicate shoulder. Looking at it, Akira rushed over to the source to grab her hand and offer her a hug.
Natsumi.
Natsumi! Once again, Akira spoke the name that wasn't Kimiyoshi. At first he hesitated to say it, but there was no hesitation the second time.
アキラくん。
Akira-kun.
Natsumi was stunned and confused for a while. Her body was powerless. I can't imagine she's in a state to go to school yet. However, it was the first time Akira called her name. The feeling was pleasant and painful. She wrapped her arms around his back in acceptance, then buried her face in his chest.
ごめん。
Oh my god! Oh! My god. We might get some kind of nice resolution for this. I'm sorry, Natsumi. When he opened his mouth, words of apology came out. It might be meaningless. The act of apologizing is itself arrogant. It might make her embrace a feeling of despair. Still, what Akira thought of Natsumi came first. I love this CG2 apparition. So wonderful CG. And that was his strongest feeling.
ごめん。
I'm sorry.
俺は夏美に何もできなかった。
I couldn't do anything for you, Natsumi.
夏美のこと何でも知りたいって言ってたくせに遠慮して臆病になって。
Even though I told you I wanted to know everything about you, I stayed cautious. I was a coward.
結局夏美が苦しんでいることに何も力になれなかった。
In the end, you were suffering, Natsumi, and I couldn't help you.
許してくれなんて言えない。
I can't ask you to forgive me.
だけど俺の気持ちは変わらない。
But my feelings will not change.
それだけは伝えたかった。
I just wanted to tell you.
アキラくん。アキラくん。
Oh my god. Natsumi slowly shook her head while pouring her face into Akira's chest. Then, gently looking up at him, she smiled with her eyes pointed right at him.
謝らないで。
Don't apologize.
悪かったのは私なの。
What was wrong? Oh god, what's gonna happen?
アキラくんのことずっと好きだったのに
Oh, thank god, I was...
伝えられなかった臆病な私が悪いの。
Oh, thank god, I was relieved. Whew, okay. I thought we were gonna have some kind of fake out or something.
Akiraくん。I was a coward who couldn't tell you that I liked you for a long time. 幸せを手に入れるためにもっといっぱい一生懸命になれなかった
I was weak.
弱虫の私が悪いの。
I didn't work hard enough to earn my happiness.
夏美は頑張ったじゃないか。
Natsumi, you did your best!
なのに俺が卑怯だったんだ。
But I was a coward.
夏美の陰口を言った奴らと何が変わるって言うんだ。
When people were gossiping about you behind your back, did I say anything about it?
もっと夏美の悩みに耳を傾けて、
I should have listened to your
もっ
concerns
と
and
夏美の立場に立って
stood beside you.
夏美を守ってやるべきだったのに。
I should have protected you. Akira could only clench his jaw in regret. As a man, he couldn't cry about it. Even so, his thoughts for Natsumi overflowed, and put all his strength into his arms, holding her tight.
ごめん夏美。
I'm sorry, Natsumi.
もっと俺は
More than that, I... Silence enveloped the two of them. The sunset settling on the horizon illuminated their figures with a deep red, casting long shadows along the rooftop.
アキラくん。私のこと好き？
He said so earlier, Natsumi. I guess you just want to reaffirm.
Akira kun, do you like me?
大好きだ。
Oh! I love you!
誰よりも？
More than anyone else?
Oh god. I'm getting a bad feeling. Please let this not be a real...
何よりも？
More than anything?
Oh god.
誰よりも
No more fake outs.
何よりも夏美が
Please, no more fake outs. Oh god. More than anyone, more than anything, Natsumi!
好きだ。
You're the one I love. Oh no. From Natsumi's lips, buried in Akira's chest, a sigh leaked out. Oh god, please! It was very warm and strangely elegant. Suddenly, Akira was unable to withstand the huge embarrassment and the surge in his heart, so he gently turned his gaze away from her eyes.
私が好きなら
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Please, Natsumi! Please do not say what I think you're gonna say. Please let this be a nice ending.
If you love me, 何があっても私を no matter what happens, 見捨てたりしない
Oh god.
You won't abandon me?
Yeah.
じゃあ
Oh god! Oh god! I don't want to click this mouse! Oh god, please!
Well then.
Muttering that, Natsumi smiled. Please! Oh god. No! 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 From the edge of her mouth, a thin silver thread of saliva ran down her lip. Oh god! Reflected in the sun's light, it almost looked like blood. Then, that moment. Oh no! The hands that had been resting on Akira's back quietly moved around to his chest, climbed to his shoulder, then reached up to the back of his neck, and then... Oh, for fuck's sake! God damn it!
Will you go together with me? 死んで In death?
Oh god! Ugh. The moment she exhaled that word, both of Natsumi's hands grabbed hold of Akira's neck and once and turned their... God damn, we can't have nice things! We can't have nice things, can we? And tightened their grasp. How strong is Natsumi? Ugh.
ナッツ
Nuts!
アキラくん、私のこと好きなんだよね。アキラくん、you love me, don't you? そうなんだよね。Isn't that so? 間違いないんだよね。You don't have any doubts?
Oh god! How is she that strong? Facing those eyes, Akira shivered and began to doubt his own sanity. Looking up at him, Natsumi's expression was warped by ridicule and deep murderous intent.
夏美
Natsumi!
Well, もう終わりだもん。私一人ぼっちになっちゃったの。どこかに行っちゃうの。アキラくんのそばにいられなくなるの。そんなの嫌だ嫌だ嫌だ嫌だ。
God damn it. Going yandere mode on us with like frickin' Shion. Oh god.
Well, so do you. How do you want some money for the stay back and he's good side? I won't have that. No, 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 no. あら、一緒にしのうよ。アキラくんと一緒なら怖くないよ。だから、いいでしょうね。So let's die together, Akira-kun. It's not scary as long as we're together, right? Right? It'll be nice as long as we're together, right? 私のこと好きなんでしょ？そうでしょ？そうなんだよね。You love me, don't you? Right? Isn't that the case? Right? 私今幸せなの。だからもう手放したくないの。絶対離したくないの。I'm happy now, so I don't want my happiness to escape. I absolutely don't want to let it go.
Oh god. Hello, void dweller. Welcome to the stream.
私のこと好きなんでしょ
You love me, don't you?
だから一緒に死んで一緒に死んで一緒に死んで
So we'll die together, die together, die!
Oh god. Natsumi's eyes were wide open and she was breathing hard. She opened her red mouth to reveal a sharp-pointed canine. What the fuck? Then her nails bit into Akira's neck, breaking the skin and digging to the flesh. Her hands painfully squeezed his neck, suffocating him. How fucking strong is this girl? Despite still believing that this was an unbelievable nightmare, Akira continued desperately struggling to remove Natsumi's fingernails.
私のこと好きなんでしょ私の話を聞いてくれるんでしょ力になってくれるんでしょ私の幸せになってくれるんでしょ私のこと好きなんでしょ
You like me, don't you? You listen to my stories, don't you? You'd be strong to protect me, won't you? You'd be happy, make me happy, won't you? You love me, don't you?
なら私の言うことを聞いて私のためになって私を幸せにして
And listen to him sing and make me happy!
アキラ君と死ぬのが私の願いなの私のためなの私の幸せなの
I want to die together with you, so do it for my sake!
だからねお願いお願いお願い
That's all, so please, please, please!
お願い
Please!
Oh my god. Thanks to Natsumi's incredible strength, seriously, where did that come from? Akira was now lying face down on the floor. Above him, her long hair started unraveling and began clinging to her face, and her eyes were open wide without any hint of sanity. She looked down at him, unwilling to let him go. Her tremendous power tightened around him. Even though he was pushing with his legs, Akira couldn't even verbalize a groan. He gasped with a look of agony on his face. And she was reflected in Akira's eyes when he looked up. He wanted to know everything about Natsumi, and as if to laugh at him, she let out a distorted smile, revealing Natsumi's eerily beautiful demonic form. Oh, you got a thing for yanderes too, eh? Oh, God.
アキラ君が好きだなんて言うから
Akira-kun, Akira-kun, you said you love me!
好きだなんて
You love me!
Oh, God. Natsumi struggled to mutter that with tears in her eyes. She tightly clenched her jaw, causing fresh blood to overflow from the edge of her mouth, leaving a number of stains on Akira's cheeks. Dull black blood fell onto his face.
なのに
I am a demon, and yes,
好きだなんて
you love me!
Could that really be Natsumi? The person he so wanted to meet? Was this figure really Natsumi Kimiyoshi? While calling back his fading consciousness, Akira used all his remaining strength to push Natsumi away. At that moment, a gap between Natsumi and himself opened. He immediately headed towards the rooftop entrance, and then... his ankle. Natsumi was grasping at it with tremendous strength. Natsu! Okay, let's see if I can do that. I can't do that effect with my voice. God damn it. Oh my god. If I had read this during my original run of Higurashi, I would have been 1000% convinced of the demon theory. Holy shit. Giggling in an odd voice, Natsumi got up while swaying.
Where are you going? Akira-kun. Running away. Playing tag.
The wind kicked up and made a lot of noise. Natsumi's hair began to stand up on one side. Each strand extended out, like tentacles searching for prey. What the fuck is this ring shit? Or grudge, I guess I should say. This is insane! Natsumi! In the confusion of that drunken laughter, Akira lost strength in his feet and fell to the ground. Natsumi slowly walked up while looking down at him arrogantly, almost as if she strolled up riding a horse, and with biting laughter, her hands reached for Akira's throat.
Akira-kun? I've caught you.
A sound escaped from his throat as her nails dug in. With blood-red eyes and pain shooting down Akira's chest, Natsumi moved her face closer and closer to him. What was that horrible, distorted face? Goosebumps erupted from Akira's back. His blood vessels seemed to have frozen over as the cold air blew in.
That's it. That's it.
Looking at Akira, trembling with fear and disgust, Natsumi hesitantly muttered in a voice that sounded like she had slightly regained her sanity.
You already hate me, don't you? Everyone threw me away. They ran away. They all abandoned me. Why?
やめ
Stop this already! Natsumi released a groan as if she was possessed. However, Akira's mind was ensnared and he couldn't move. His feelings for Natsumi, the terror in front of his eyes, determination, madness, the demon in front of him. His erratic, confused emotions were tearing his blood vessels apart.
夏美もうこんなこと
Natsumi! Let's stop this! Already! Natsumi's eyes narrowed, and when she placed her hand on his Adam's apple, she shivered from the anger and terror.
やっぱり
As I thought.
そうなんだ、嘘だったんだ、私のこと好きなんて嘘だったんだ。
Oh god, it wouldn't be Higurashi without Usada.
It's a lie. It was a lie. You said you loved me. You were lying!
みんな嫌い、みんな嫌い、嫌い、嫌い、嫌い、大嫌い。
Everyone hates me. Everyone hates me. Hates, hates, hates! Absolutely hates me!
Her roaring scream was deafening. Natsumi crouched down right there.
I am!
You know what? I'm just gonna use my other demon voice.
I am a demon. This is the end. Demon. Demon.
My god.
Demon. 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 Demon!
Natsumi scratched at her throat with her long fingernails. Natsumi cried out in a booming voice that filled the air. Yeah, I guess it could be like a Flowey the Flower voice. Not blood splattered from her torn neck. Her thrusting nails broke through her throat and dug into the recent region of broken skin. Moved by the spilling of fresh blood, Natsumi moaned while coughing up blood. And then Akira noticed. The entire air was dyed bright red with blood. So much blood in these words. Bright red blood dripped down all over Akira's body. All his sensation and emotions were lost. He became a mass of emptiness. But even so, the shock and his unwillingness to accept the tragedy unfolding before his eyes left him only able to blink. Look closely, Akira. Who the fuck is narrating this? Is it Burncastle? It sounds like Burncastle. This is what you wanted. To know everything about Natsumi. Now that you know everything, can you still say you love her? Burncastle, is that you narrating? Bright red tears of blood came from Natsumi's eyes, falling down like waterfalls. I'm not gonna even try to do that one. My god. She was screaming the agony of death. While spewing blood, Natsumi released a roar that caused even more bleeding. Violently scraping and squirming. These voice actors are amazing. Violently scraping and squirming about, the nails dug deeper into her neck, piercing without mercy. A huge split formed in her neck. A long nail scraped away a piece of red meat. Fresh blood and muddy bodily fluids gushed from Natsumi's body. Jesus Christ. I hope YouTube doesn't take this down. Akira could only stand there, unable to move. Natsumi's grasping hands floated down to the shadows and eventually stopped. Then he saw it, for only a moment. Natsumi let out a gentle smile. That was it. Akira's heart abandoned Natsumi the moment she suffered a change. He ran away. Just as he was able to see all of Natsumi, Natsumi too was able to see the truth of his thoughts. He wondered if Natsumi foresaw this ending and welcomed it. When she cried that she loved Akira, I think the screaming is over. I think she's dead. Void Dweller. When she cried that she loved Akira, it was from that moment.
アキラくんのせいだ。
Akira-kun, it's because of you.
At that moment, when those words were released, the bond between the two of them was forever torn.
夏美大丈夫大丈夫だよ
Jesus Christ. I don't think you could think of a worse ending for them. I'll turn it down, Void Dweller. Natsumi. It's alright. It's alright. Akira gently hugged Natsumi's departed body.
大丈夫これは夢だよ夢なんだよ
It's alright. This is a dream. It's a dream. He continued muttering those words in an attempt to convince himself. Those words were already too much. He knew the person who wanted to hear those words most would never speak again. Little by little, the warmth faded from Natsumi's delicate body. Lost in thought, Akira tightly embraced Natsumi, covered in blood. Natsumi! He wanted to fall asleep like this, the two of them together in a dream. Akira. His consciousness grew pale inside, but he kept wishing for only that.
未来者より書き打ち PS へ
Oh god, you guys, I have to go. I have to take a small bathroom break. I am so sorry. I will be back ASAP. Well, Void Dweller, the next thing I'm playing after this is Umineko Hane, which is some fun side stories, I'm pretty sure. So I think Hane is just a couple of short side stories, which will be one stream, and then basically some more Umineko side stories and stuff. So hopefully that won't be too depressing. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh my god, Void Dweller, I would love to play with Umineko Skyrim mods. There is someone on YouTube who has made amazing looking Umineko Skyrim mods, but she hasn't shared them with anyone yet, sadly. Oh my god, she hasn't put them up on Nexus. So I am powerless. I would love those. I would love nothing more than to walk around Skyrim as Beatrice and have Battler as a companion. Seriously. Oh my god. I would easily do a stream of that. Easily. Just like for fun. Yep. Redust. Yep. Exactly, Void Dweller. You could probably see me in the comments of some of her videos. You know, begging for links. Anyway, back to Higurashi. Minai card to Kakuichi PS.
こちら一課次長見ない
This is First Division Assistant Director Minai.
先日の君吉一家惨殺事件の生存者君吉夏美の高校に到着
Arrived at the high school of Natsumi Kimiyoshi, survivor of the Kimiyoshi family murder incident the other day.
捜索中の本人を校舎内屋上の一角にて発見
Discovered the person in question in a corner of the rooftop of the school building.
君吉夏美は到着時すでに死亡
Yep. Natsumi Kimiyoshi was dead on arrival.
死因は失血死
The cause of death was excessive blood loss.
第一発見者は同級生の男子生徒で軽傷を負っている模様
The first to discover the body was a male classmate, showing signs of minor injury.
応急手当ての後任意にて事情聴取を行いましたが心身に衰弱が見られるため現場判断にて聴取を中止
After administering first aid, he voluntarily submitted to questioning, though he made the decision on site to cease questioning upon witnessing the debilitation, in his mind and body.
引き続き現場検証を行います
On-site investigation will continue.
どうぞ
Thank you.
Kakuichi PS to Inspector Minai. Understood. Please continue your investigation. Thank you.
了解
Roger.
更新終わります
Ending communication. Metroid Prime. What do you mean, Void Dweller? Oh god, Tomo. Tomoe, god damn it. Damn it! Unable to control my anger, I smacked the hood of the car. I could see a blood stain on the end of my fist, but the pain of that wound was nothing compared to the pain in my heart.
Minai-san.
Minai-san. If only I could have protected her. This would be the end. I promise this would be the end of the tragedy in Hinamizawa. I hate breaking promises. Don't make me laugh. An innocent civilian. I can't even save the life of such a young girl. What good is the power of the state?
何なのよ
What is this?
何なのよ一体
What is this? Come on!
これもお社様のたたりとでも言うっての
They're saying this too is the work of Oyashiro-sama's curse!
大石さん
Who is she? Right now, I directed a question toward the old detective who was no longer around. The more I investigate, the more I'm driven into this labyrinth, this chain of nightmares. If we get there, we can open the door of truth. Huh. In the face of such a baffling mystery, What can I do by challenging it alone? And yet, I can only say this. No, I have to say it. The curse of Hinamizawa is not over yet. Even after the great disaster, everything is still not over. And I'm sure it will continue for a long time. This tragedy will endlessly repeat in some other town. Until the day the name Hinamizawa weathers and fades from people's memories forever. That's it. It won't end like this. No, I won't let it end like this. This ruthlessly tragic nightmare of an incident, even if it changes my life, I swear I'll reveal the truth. It can't end. I won't forget. Never! July 1983. A complete blockade of Hinamizawa village was established as of a few days after the incident. Here's all the deaths. Oh my god! Wait, Uishi died! Oh my god, so Uishi and Kuma did die. Oh, he committed suicide! Oh. I thought this was Tatari Garoshi, but... Shion committed suicide? But... died in a gunfight during investigation in 1989? Oh my god. Fucking hell. Oh god. Even her life ended in despair in this timeline. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. Damn. I gotta say, this blew Yoigoshi out of the fucking water. This was awesome. I can't wait to read the 2 answer arcs related to this. I can't wait, seriously, to read the 2 answer arcs related to this. This was just... damn, so many awesome characters. Some real legitimate horror. Like, I think this went further into horror than any other Higurashi has before. Like, wow. I can't wait, honestly. I really honestly can't wait. Okay, I'm gonna just save right here first. Well, right after this, we're going a bit into Umineko. It's okay. We're going to, the all-cast review we'll do later. We're going to do next time, but we're just going to do this tip right here. Because we have time. Yep. We're not even at an hour and a half yet. So, yep. We're going to do this when kind-hearted older sister.
Minai-san.
Minai-san.
どうしました?
Is something wrong?
藤田さん
Madoka! That's her sister, isn't it? Oh my god, looks like she's gonna be in the future arcs. Oh god, what voice should I give her? Damn it. Fujita-san.
見ないさんだとお姉ちゃんと一緒でややこしいでしょ。
Don't you think the name Minai-san is confusing when my sister and I are together?
私は
Seriously.
まどかでいいですよ。
You're welcome to call me Madoka, you know.
了解しました。
Oh,
まどかさん。
all right, Madoka-san. Vegeta-san made a bitter smile after correcting himself with a look of embarrassment on his face. He wasn't the kind of person who could refer to others with a chan suffix. I felt significantly more eyes around the office staring daggers into my back since I announced my engagement to Kaoru-san. Oh, this is a while ago. Maybe even the majority of them. However, this man falls into the minority on that. There's no guarantee, but I'm confident of that.
お姉ちゃんじゃなかった。見ない警部はいますか？
It says... No, I mean, it's Chief Inspector Minai here.
ミナイさんですか？
Minai-san.
今外回りに出ています。
I can see everybody was shipping him with freaking, with Tomoe. She's out right now.
ちょっと一人になりたいって言ってましたから。帰りは。
She said she wanted to be alone for a while, so she left.
そうですか。
Is that so? After hearing that, I looked over at the empty assistant director seat. It seems to have gotten lonely around here since the incident.
藤田さんにもいろいろお世話になったみたいですね。
Vegeta-san, you've been helping out a lot lately.
ありがとうございます。
Thanks for everything.
いえ、自分は別に。
No, I haven't done much.
むしろミナイさんの方が。
Really, Minai-san is the one. When Sis came back from the crime scene yesterday evening, even without seeing the situation myself, I could tell she was painfully torn.
お姉ちゃん
Sis?
どうす
Why? Calling out to her in the hallway, Sis gently tapped me on the shoulder and smiled, then quietly approached the floor of the First Investigation Division. Like usual, she said, "Don't call me Sis at work," with a deliberately stiff reply.
亡くなられた娘さんってお姉ちゃんと親しかったんですか？
Nagoya passed away. Was it someone Sis was close to?
それほどってわけじゃないんですが。
Not especially.
いろいろ情報を提供してもらったりして、何度か顔を合わせていましたからね。
She was someone who provided us with information, and they met face to face a few times.
まして、最後はあんな死に方じゃ、やりきれないですよ。
More than that, the circumstances of her death were unbearable.
どこかで気づいて、最悪の事態も防げたんじゃないかってね。
Somewhere along the way, she started to wonder if she could have prevented this terrible situation. I understood. Sis was that kind of person. It's important to understand that people are not all powerful. There are things that just can't be done. But she would carry on her duties while wishing she was. And when she couldn't solve everything, she was agonized by her feelings of regret, leaving her terribly depressed. Detectives are not gods, so nobody will blame Sis. But she can't just set aside her feelings. She's really stubborn.
藤田さん、
Vegeta-san,
私時々思うんです。
sometimes I've been thinking,
お姉ちゃんって本当は刑事に向いてないんじゃないかって。
honestly, Sis might not be able to handle being a detective.
まどかさん？
Madoka-san,
今この柿内署の管轄内だけでどれくらいの人が死んでると思います？
right now, how many people do you think are dying just within the Kakuichi Station jurisdiction area?
どれだけの人が 犯罪をしでかしているか知っていますか？
Do you have any idea how many people are currently committing crimes?
10や20、それこそ100でも収まらないくらいたくさんの人が悲しんで苦しんで
10,
死ん
20,
でいます。
maybe even 100 people are grieving, suffering, and dying.
その一つ一つに同情したり後悔なんてしていたら心が持ちませんよ。
If you feel sympathy or regret for every last one of them, you won't have a heart left over.
それに警察だって人間だから万能じゃないんです。
Plus, the police are human beings. They're not omnipotent.
間違いだってあるしできないこともある。
They make mistakes, and there are things they can't do.
それなのにお姉ちゃんはいつもみんなに応えようと頑張ってあちこちに動き回って
Even so, sis always putting so much work to respond to everyone. Always moving here and there.
その分ボロボロになって傷ついてる。
Exhausting herself and enduring the pain.
もっと割り切ってやらなきゃ本当に壊れちゃうのに。
She has to give even more until she's completely broken.
まどかさん
Madoka-san. Since she was young, she'd had a stronger sense of justice than anyone around her. She probably thinks that her father had been watching over her since his death. Sometimes I miss our sincere and compassionate parents too. However, because of that, I've always seen the two of us drawing the short end of the stick, and it gave me the will to fight it. Besides, I have been feeling down about it every now and again, so it'd be nice if I didn't have to see her cry about it anymore. That's why, whenever I see her in pain about it, I feel like I should say something to relieve any resentment about our parents. I wonder if we're gonna find out about their parents.
お姉ちゃんは気が優しすぎるんです。
Sis is too kind.
口とかはきついのに相手のことを余計に考えちゃって。
Even though she acts all tough, she's always thinking of others.
せっかく必死に頑張って試験に合格してエリートの道に進む資格を手に入れたのに無駄遣いしちゃってる気がします。
She's working desperately hard to follow the elite path, gaining qualifications and passing the exams. But it all seems like a waste.
偉い刑事さんになったんだからもっと仕事を割り切って考えてできる範囲内で犯罪者を取り締まっていけば勝手に出世できるのにな。
It's not about just cracking down on criminals on your own.
ずいぶんな言われようですね。
That was a lot to say.
それじゃあ俺たち警察は自分の出世のことだけを考えて犯人を捕まえていけばいいんですか？
Well then, should the police set aside career interests and focus on catching criminals?
加害者の事情とか被害者の悲哀なんて考慮する必要はないんですか？
You're saying that understanding the circumstances of the perpetrators and the feelings of the victims is unnecessary?
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. Oh God.
そういうつもりじゃ。
I didn't mean it like that.
いや、分かっています。分かるつもりです。
No, I understand. I know what you mean. Vegeta-san played it off facetiously and smiled. And then he spoke while gazing off into the distance.
確かに、ミナイさんはあんまり賢くないです。
Indeed, Minai-san is not very astute.
本当に賢かったら、準キャリア組なのにこんな偏僻な場所に飛ばされて、それでも一生懸命に働くなんてこと、絶対にできないと思いますからね。
If she was smart, she wouldn't have joined the associate career class in this remote location. And even if she works her hardest, I'm not confident she'll be able to pull it off.
ですけど、あ、内緒にしててくださいよ。
But, please keep that a secret, okay? I don't want her kicking my ass.
知ったらきっと怒ると思うから。
I'm sure it would only upset her.
ああいう性格の人だから、俺たちも忌憚なくボスと仰いで頼りにできるんですよ。
She's a dependable person, and we can always rely on her as our boss.
確かにちょっと危なっかしいけど、真面目で一途で。
Things may be uncertain, but she's an earnest person, and for now,
ミナイさんの正義感は本当見ていて清々しいですから。
seeing Minai-san's sense of justice is refreshing. This has got to be one of the most, like, just such a depressing ending.
「逆に俺はああいう人こそ早く偉くなって
Oh,
トップに
really?
立ってもらいたいと思いますけどね。
On the contrary, I'm the one who encouraged her to rise to the top as quickly as possible.
藤田さん、
Vegeta-san.
それに
Besides,
それに
besides what?
いややっぱりまどかさんはミナイさんの妹なんだなって。
No, well, she's your sister, of course.
そういう風に相手のことを考えてあれこれ悩むところなんてそっくりですよ。
So it seems perfectly appropriate for you to just worry just as much as her.
似ていませんよ。
We are nothing alike.
私はあの人みたいに戦わずに
I didn't fight like
逃げちゃ
her.
ったから
I ran away.
今さら追いつけないし、そんな気もないです。
At this point, it's impossible for me to catch her. And I don't feel the same way she does. That's why my heart aches. Sis really put in a lot of effort and worked hard until now. And she gained the qualifications she needed to be happy. So nobody can complain about her lack of rest in body and mind. I can't tell her that. But she's still operating at full speed, diving headfirst into all sorts of difficulties and hardships.
似てほしくない。
I don't want to be like her.
お姉ちゃんはお父さんのようになってほしくない。
Oh god, and that's the tragedy of her ending. Oh god. I don't want Sis to end up like our father.
努力の数だけ頑張った人が損をするのは絶対間違ってます。
People who work hard have none to show for it. That can't possibly be right. Kato-san must have thought he was doing me a favor by transferring her to Kakuichi Station. But it seems that plan backfired, and it only made me feel worse. Oh, I miscalculated. Kaoru is another police officer, and Tomo is narrating here. So she got engaged to this Kaoru guy. Kaoru is a gender-neutral name in Japanese, so I thought, but it's more often used for women. I thought this was a girl, and I thought this was talking about Fujita. I thought Fujita was narrating, but oh wow, and it only made me feel worse. And that's it.
This arc. This motherfucking arc. I like. You think it's Madoka's narration? Okay. I thought it was Tomoe narrating. Okay, thanks, Jess. I was getting confused a bit there because I couldn't tell who was narrating because there were no sprites. Again, it's really hard. It's really hard to tell sometimes. Oh, but my God, this arc was awesome. I loved Someutsushi. And it's not even quite over because tomorrow we still have the all cast review and we have the police incident. We have the police case file thing. So yeah, that's a thing we should do before we finish. So what an end to the story. What horror, what tragedy, what incredible characters. Next time for some comedy. You'll be happy about that, Void Dweller. It's the all cast review. The very last Higurashi all cast review. I can't wait to see it. So until next time, I will say so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You were all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.